Remember the bar in LA? I don't know if we've talked about that on here, but
The bar
can I
in
get
LA
that?
is not the same as
Not the high, it's not the same stakes. For anyone
Mm.
catching up, Jeffrey, Josh, and I were in LA because Avery thought she was too cool and left. And we're going to a downtown LA Irish bar, and Jeffrey, just unbeknownst to us, decided that it'd be really funny to just slam into the front door of the bar as if he thought it was a push door, even though he knew it was a pull door. And I was so caught off guard by the sound. So then we entered this bar with the bouncer and everybody in the bar just glaring at us. But apparently it got some laughs.
They were not glaring at us. They laughed, and we got just let right in, and people said it was funny.
Do you feel like they were
Did
laughing
people
with
wait?
you?
Did people say it was funny?
They were laughing.
Okay. Okay, I was gonna ask a question earlier. If we were an Ocean's 11 type team and had to pull off a large heist, who's like what are our roles? And we're including Samantha in this, okay?
Samantha's tech. We gotta go.
Samantha's tech.
Traditional way.
Samantha's getting into the
Frankenstein.
She's the only
cameras.
one amongst us who knows how to work
Yeah.
a computer.
Samantha's getting
So-
into the cameras. She's getting into their security system. She's getting yes. Samantha's got to learn all that shit.
Okay. All right.
Can I be tech just to mess it up?
No.
I think you will be. I don't think that's what we want you to do, though.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll have a little role in tech as things get kicked off, just to like switch some wires because I think that they look better when they're color coordinated.
I think I'm the like distraction, not as like the charismatic leader that like distracts people by talking to them. I think I'm the guy hired to like bump into the waiter and crash everything down. Or the guy.
You know what's funny? I was gonna say all those movies have like a guy who's like a con distractor. We are a group of 4 distractions. all 4 of us should be the person whose job it is to go create a diversion.
All of us do that, and the bank is nobody's looking at it, but none of us think that we are the one to go get it. So it's just we're like we distracted them for a whole hour. Who got it?
I will say I don't think that I could create a good distraction. I think that I would have a hard time creating like a zany distraction. You know, I don't think I could create a distraction that didn't seem like a problem.
Yeah, you know what? I will say if Josh tried to create a distraction, it would be half of the people would go restrain Josh and the other half would go guard the vault. Because
Yeah,
it would
that's
look
true.
like
It would definitely put us back.
it's like a bull in a china shop if at the back of the china shop was something that bulls really love. This kind of fell apart. Cheese. If there was cheese in the back of the china shop,
Cheese.
then Josh is like a bull in a china shop.
Jeffrey, why if there's cheese at the back of the china shop, all of the people go protect the cheese? That's not how it would go.
Because this is like French cheese. This is like expensive cheese. This is like the cheddar that doesn't come in the singles. This is like a block of cheddar.
So all of the security in the casino goes to the vault as I'm just flipping roulette tables. As I'm
No, half of them go to you. The half of them go to the vault.
Yeah.
As I'm just tearing up decks. Of
Okay.
as many
Okay.
as I can.
Okay. I think. Did Jeffrey leave?
Ignore that. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Ignore that.
I think while Samantha gets us through the alarms and through the cameras and all the tech shit, which I know she's good at tech. She's probably like we're putting a lot of work on her because she has to go learn how to hack all this stuff. While Samantha does all that, I think, dude, Jeffrey, can you fix your camera? Jeffrey, where are
Maybe he got it.
reversing? Here's the hack I did. You're never going to believe this. I reversed the outlets with the speaker and the camera. So I'm really hoping that that's going to turn this whole thing around.
All right, well, Jeffrey's our tech guy now. Samantha,
No. This proves that I'm not the tech guy.
Okay, I think I am. I actually think I could play this role really well, and I think it will tie into today's episode. I think if we all have to put money up front, and you give me the money, and I'm dressed as the high roller, who should not have. Wait, but listen, you guys will end up agreeing with this. I'm giving myself all the money, and I have to go gamble it, so all the attention's on me. But I think I'm actually very believable as the guy who they're like, why does he have this much money? And look, he's clearly getting distressed as he loses it too much and is getting too drunk at the table and is going to keep doubling down and calling people over to give him good luck. I think I nail that role.
So you're
Here's
the
the thing.
guy who gets to go and gamble poorly, drink too much, and have a good time while the rest of us like pull off a heist.
So
Yeah,
you're
but
the
Am I
guy.
right about that?
Essentially,
I,
what would
you-
happen if we gave you money in Vegas? You're that guy.
What
You're
I'm wondering
Max
is
if we
what
gave you
happens.
money in Vegas.
What
Yeah.
happens if on the way to the casino, Max gets kind of hungry? That's
Oh,
what
well,
I'm
he'll
worried
stop for a
about.
couple coffees, maybe a bagel, a pastry or two.
No, but
Yeah,
listen,
Max
listen.
has all the money and he's walking over there.
You
and
just
then
have to
right
give
before he
me-
gets
you
there,
ju-
he sees like a
you-
super cool ride.
You just have to give me enough money that the casino like brings me stuff for free because I'm gambling it, you know,
Max,
which they do.
I hear you, and I'm down. I would be legitimately worried that you would see that there was a magic show happening at somewhere like 30 minutes before you had to be there, and you would go, I can make it. And not only can I make it, but I have the money to afford the ticket to this magic show.
Wait,
And we'd
okay,
be
yeah,
like
if
ready
there's
to
a-
go, and you would not be there.
Chris
the
Angel
deed.
would ruin our heist.
Max says he can do it for only $500. He can levitate for only 500. I
Is
got
it
$500.
David
I'm not
Blaine?
missing.
Holy shit, guys.
I-
Ledge.
I could do both. I could make the timing work.
I don't know the other roles. What are the other roles?
Well, you're
Just
muscle.
muscle.
I think it sucks because I think you're more interesting than just muscle, but I think we're having you just you're doing whatever.
muscle.
You're strong arming our way in there.
I'm just lifting things for Samantha. I'm just lifting things into the van where she's doing surveillance.
Yeah, honestly, the problem is that like I think Avery's best suited to go like flirt with a high roller and like actually like really make him feel important and then be a piece of shit to him and like steal his card or something and get us into an important room.
You know what? Maybe I'm the little guy that squeezes through the vent and is the one.
Oh, okay. I think maybe Josh and Jeffrey are our dual, like the physical guys, you know, they got the different roles.
I think I could get a job in the casino. Like I'd be the person, like, you know, they always
you'd
have
be good
someone
at
who
that, yeah.
gets a job on the inside and does
Wait,
whatever.
you're
I
the-
could like be a cocktail waitress.
You're the dealer
Something.
while I'm gambling.
No,
I like the
actually, I
idea
would get
that
mad at you. I didn't.
The rest of us, I have like me, Avery, Jeffrey, Samantha, whoever else is involved has an actual plan and we have separate meetings and Max knows he's involved and we're like, we just have to give him money and he'll stay out of our fucking hair while we pull off this goddamn heist. And so we give Max money, he goes, there's a separate movie being shot at the same time as Ocean's 11 where Max is going to see Chris Angel and then Max shows up at the blackjack table with a 4-pack of coffee. He puts it down and he says, these are just for me. And he puts out a box of donuts and he just blows $40,000.
Wait,
absolutely.
okay, first of all, that
Max's
sounds
big day.
$20,000.
okay, that sounds like an amazing day to me. That sounds phenomenal. And then wouldn't it be funny if you guys were actually pulling off a great heist, but you had not accounted for the fact that I might accidentally win at gambling, and then the bank gets or the casino gets stressed out at the amount of money they need to bring because I put 20,000 on 0 on roulette and hit, and they're like, okay, can someone check the vault and make sure we're like good for tonight? And then they find Jeffrey coming out of the vent.
I think the odds of
They
that
find me
happening.
behind the emergency bars that slam down and
The odds of that
one of them open. To,
I
like,
I'll tell you the
odds
the odds of that happening are 1 in 38 or
No,
1 in
here's-
38.
I was actually gonna say the odds of that happening, either you like unfortunately winning when we told you to lose it all, it's 50-50. Like as we've learned from this show, you don't play by the logical rules. There's no reason we should expect one thing or the other. So we'd have to get you on like blackjack, something where you'd have too much confidence and the payoff would be way too little.
Put
Yeah,
you
I
on
actually-
the lowest
I-
stakes table there is.
I like roulette a lot because I don't have to know exactly what I'm doing and it's real quick hits. You know, it's like all
that's
right.
okay.
Well, if a casino gets robbed soon, wasn't me at least because I was at the table winning big. All right, everybody, let's get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gaslight Gameshow, the only character-driven game show with real-world consequences. This is episode 4 of season 2, Uncirced Stones. Every week, a movie is selected and we all watch it. And every week, each of our 3 contestants creates their own character and writes reviews for that film in their voices. The contestants swap their creations amongst themselves and read each other's work here live for the first time, responding to questions as the characters they wrote for one another. The catch, I have to guess who originally wrote what. Every episode has a winner and a loser. Winners get rewarded and losers get punished. No one's safe, not even me. As always, our contestants are Josh Horst.
What's up?
Avery Baker.
Hello.
And I'm your host, Max McCune. This week we have a featured guest, Jeffrey Nolan. Jeffrey Nolan. Okay, Jeffrey, would you please tell everyone a bit about yourself?
Avery and I are doing a little saucy little minx thing back and forth during this opening thing, so
We
I just
just
hope
met.
people can rewind and see
Yeah,
that. It's pretty cool.
Jeffrey,
I was
started
also
it,
kind of participating.
Josh was doing a little bit.
Josh was there too.
okay, first of all, it was really sad of Josh being like, no, I was part of it.
I was doing the minx thing too. I was being a
into
little
it.
cat.
Jeffrey, that's impressive.
No. The joke
It's
is that I wasn't doing it at all, but now I have to clarify that because I don't want to seem pathetic.
Jeffrey, it's impressive you've established that level of rapport with a long-term cast member after barely a few
All right, let's move on.
If,
Let's move
if
on.
you were to go
All right.
back, you'd see me be very uncomfortable.
Today,
I
for
saw.
episode 4 of season 2, I elected that we watch Uncut Gems, a movie about me and my life. But before we defy the status quo and talk about how Adam Sandler is actually a really good dramatic actor, we have some business to attend to.
The prayer
Avery-
to Samantha. The prayer to Samantha is the business we have to attend to. No?
Okay,
That's a
I
prayer.
scrolled too far. Rewind. Good thing we started right on time for this one, so I can mess up as many times as I want. All right. Well, before we start, let us say a prayer to our editor, Samantha. Everyone, get ready. Saint Samantha, we ask you for guidance and thank you for your grace in the twilight of our decency and goodness. Amen.
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 I want us all to have that memorized by next time. All right. So moving on, today for episode 4 of season 2, I elected that we watch Uncut Gems, a movie about me and my life. But
That's the
before
first time I'm
we,
hearing that.
but
I'm so
bef-
sorry.
Did you just ruin our second fucking take, you
That was
dipshit?
really crazy.
It's not
to
our
do,
second. I was
Jeffrey.
making it so they would think it's our first take. Here, let's do it again, and I'll react authentically.
don't do it again. Don't react this time.
I'm not gonna. Okay, I won't react.
Moving on. Today, for episode 4 of season 2, I elected that we watch Uncut Gems, a movie about me and my life. But before we defy the status quo and talk about how Adam Sandler is actually a really good dramatic actor, we have some business to attend to. Avery, what time is it?
Punishment time.
That is right. It is punishment time. Last week, I won. But with winners come losers. And last week, Avery lost. And what do losers get?
Punished.
That is right. Avery lost, and as punishment, she was asked to wear a tail, like a furry, to a grocery store and have someone take a video of her filling a shopping basket to the brim with sardines, canned meats, and cat food. That just sounds like how Josh shops. When she's checking out, and here's the total, she has to tell the cashier that she's sorry, but she doesn't have enough cash on her right meow. Then, in the parking lot, she has to do the TikTok cat dance. She has clipped all of those instances together into one video, and she'll present it for us here today. Avery, are you ready to show us the video? Meow? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone,
Avery, you don't
please
get very
mute
excited.
yourselves, and Avery is going to share her video for the group.
won't have to go buy cat food.
What were you saying? What did we get you on audio saying to her?
I don't have the money right meow.
I did.
Didn't hear it at all,
I
but
didn't
I
know.
saw it was frantic.
Okay, well, a couple of
Person who helped you film what?
a couple of things. The person who helped me film was very nice to help me film it. But they kept it she kept it filming throughout a lot. So I had to do a lot of cutting because as I go up to the counter to check out, the guy in front of me, there's only one checkout person too. The guy in front of me turns around and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I might be a little bit. I need to figure out if I can afford all of this or not." And I was like, "Oh, awesome." And as he starts to do that, then another woman comes around and says, "I don't want to hear anything about it. I've got you." Like she proceeds to pay for everything. They are standing right there and hear me say, "I don't have the money right meow." Looked at me and I looked at them and said, "I gotta put this stuff back," and walked away. I put the stuff back. I come back. The security guard stops me and says, "Ma'am, what are you doing?" And I had to be like, "I lost a dare." Not explain. Actually, what I really said was I lost a fantasy league, because I wanted the security guard to like feel.
That's what I said when someone asked about my lemonade stand after the fact
Yeah.
too. I was just like, it was a fantasy punishment.
And then filming the dance outside, that was tough. After all that happened with the security guard, that was tough.
It was
The
a
guy who
great.
needed help paying for his groceries comes out and sees you doing that, and it's just like,
Guys, that couldn't have
Fucker.
gone. Everyone's
That's
self-checkouts
horrible.
now. There's one line.
You should have what if you had walked up and the guy in front of you couldn't afford it and he was like, "Sorry, I can't afford it right meow." And he also
I would have kissed him on the mouth. It would have been very simple.
Damn, that was great. Well, I for one am thoroughly impressed. Loved the cutting of the video through it. Think that was a good
Did you
touch.
guys see that the price when it came out to was
No, what was it?
like 45.
$69.69?
No way.
And you can see that in the cut
That's
frame.
made
Like,
up. That's crazy.
it. You can look.
Too many things aligned. Well, that
Ordained by
was
God.
impressive. So that was great. Way to kick us off, Avery. Thank you. Before we hear what these three wrote, we're going to chat about the movie. On IMDb, the synopsis for Uncut Gems is, with his debts mounting and angry collectors closing in, a fast-talking New York City jeweler risks everything in hope of staying afloat and alive. 5 minutes on the clock for our movie discussion. Let's go. How do we like it, gang? We've all seen this one before. Is this the only one we've all seen before?
It might be. Yeah.
I think Shrek.
We've all seen
Shrek.
Shrek and Shrek,
and
too.
Shrek 2. Yeah.
First time for me. Both times.
Yeah.
First time for Josh.
Yeah. Every time feels like the first time.
Uncut, first of all, I know it's cliche. Already referenced this. Adam Sandler, really good actor.
Yes.
Fucking crushes this movie.
Max, this movie's about you.
Okay, I'm not quite as pathetic.
You
yet.
are Howard Ratner, dude. You are Howard Ratner.
I'm not
Kind
totally.
of look like him.
I'm most Howard Ratner of the four.
You kind of sound like him. You kind of dress like him.
This is horrible. This is
And
just a horrible,
You
horrible.
100% act like him. Do
This
you
is
know? Do you remember when this movie came out and people were like, I was white knuckling it in the theater, like I couldn't watch. When I watched this for the first time, I was like, that wasn't that bad. But it's because those people watching someone destroy their life, that was a new experience for them. I spent
God.
my entire college career living right next to you every day, checking in with you being like, I don't know how I'm gonna fucking eat for the next 2 weeks, man. I'm gonna fucking die.
That was a tough time.
I didn't feel anything because I was like, sometimes people just do that. Sometimes that's what happens. I know that.
I will say, part of why I love Uncut Gems is I 100% empathize with the idea and instinct that if what you're doing right now isn't paying off. You might just need to double down on it, and it'll be different. The results will change. That was great. Thanks, Josh. I feel very.
Do you remember when we started the school year, and you were like, I just never fucking figured out a place to live. Do you remember that?
I drove homeless to college my senior year with no housing arranged and a dog to take care of.
That's
And
a-
I remember
that's a
in
gamble.
the back of the car just being like, we'll figure it out.
I consider you graduating from college all of our accomplishments.
No, that was a village. That was a village raising a child.
Not because you're not bright, but because I feel like at any point-
We veered away from Uncut Gems.
No, I think we're actually still
I
on
think
the
that's
topic
pretty
of
much
Uncut
exactly what
Gems.
Grace watched.
Shut up.
Max, do you feel any stress watching Howard Ratner and Uncut Gems? Like, truly, any? Do you feel any like?
No, I feel horribly stressed watching that movie.
That's what it's like, Max. That's what it's like all the time.
No one's trying
Oh,
to kill me,
Josh
and
was
it's not at
waiting
that
for this.
scale. It's not at that scale. I've never gambled that much money. I also don't like sports gambling, which I honest to God think is the biggest mercy upon me is that sports gambling does nothing for me. Because can you imagine with the ease of all those apps now? Oh my God. Any drug would be smarter for me to start than sports betting, I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
I loved the movie.
Well, Uncut Gems is a 10 out of 10 for me. I think it's a perfect film. I think it's fucking awesome. I love that movie.
I think it's a 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
I'd give it a 9. I'd give it a 9.
I say my 10s for Wallace and Gromit
And Shrek.
and Shrek.
Mm.
Can we talk? I think Kevin Garnett is phenomenal in this movie. It is not an easy. It's not easy to cast an NBA player and have him come in and like be good. He's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's got he has a very his intensity really works.
Yes, it matches that scene. I really do get chills. I root for Howard's gambling in the scene when he goes, "This is how I win," and the music comes up behind him, and I go, "You know what? You should place the bet."
So we've learned nothing.
I mean, that's a little crazy, but
we're definitely giving you the $40,000 in Vegas. We're definitely putting you in front of Chris Angel.
Don't need another
distract him, Max.
I think we give Max the 40,000 and say you just need to make it last for an hour while we do it. And Max walks in, it goes 40,000 on red.
No, can I? You've never seen me gamble. I really have fun, so I do small bets because I like making them last really long.
This is good news for your role in the heist.
I like the activity.
Yeah, because it's either we give you the money and we let you go, or we just do back-to-back Blue Man Group for you, just to make sure that you don't.
Honest to God,
like
I think it's crazy we just accept that the Blue Man Group exists and don't marvel at it constantly. That's crazy how talented they are. How are there that many bald circus drum dudes in the United States?
I think they wear caps.
Okay, well, you just ruined a lot of my life saying that.
It's crazy you never came to that conclusion. I feel like
thought they were all bald. I
would feel the same way if you were like, I didn't know Santa Claus was real or wasn't real. I would feel the same way about letting that go.
No, I am upset.
I think this has been a pretty good talk about Uncut Gems.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
We talked about it for 8 minutes. It's because the one time Josh will allow this section is to go over is if we can add a 3-minute fucking part where we criticize Max's life.
Not criticize, make a 1-to-1 comparison.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh,
all right. Well, I feel great. I feel really happy about my life choices and how everyone thinks about me. So we're gonna move on to the review section. These 3 watched Uncut Gems, generated a name, age, and location for a character, and then wrote a movie review in the voice of that character. You're going to hear each of them read 4 main sections. 1, character bios. 2, get to know you questions. 3, improvised responses. And 4, the movie review. Everything except the improvised responses has been written for them beforehand. This is also the first time the contestants have seen each other's work. It's a cold read. They have no idea what they're about to say, and I have no idea which of them made what character and corresponding review. The writer is not necessarily the reader, and I have to guess who wrote what. They're trying to trick me because if I get them all wrong, I lose. But if I get even one right, then whichever one of them I score the lowest is the loser. No matter what, someone's getting shafted. There will always be a loser, and
Losers get
Losers
punished.
Losers get punished.
yes, they do. So we're going to start by getting to know each character with a structured interview, do some off-the-cuff Q&A as a group, and to finish off, we'll hear the reader's movie review. Our first reader is Jeffrey. Jeffrey, would you please introduce your character and give us the title of your review?
All right, but this costs extra.
Background.
You know who I am.
Background. Put on the background. Thank you.
Is this a BDS? Okay, awesome.
All
Cool.
right, but this costs extra. You know who I am. I'm the commander in your cheeks. You will call me sir. All you need to know is that I'm old enough to be your daddy and close enough to smell that sponge and those bald boulders of yours pumping full of blood. And the title of my review is You Owe Me $3,500.
Okay, well, welcome to the show, sir. Sir, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hey, cum clog. If you spend half as much time listening as you do smacking those blistered slits you call a mouth, you know exactly why I'm here. The check you cut for last weekend's session bounced. I'm here to collect and I'm not in the mood to fight. So why don't you go ahead and open up your wallet as easy as you spread those squelching mud humps of yours. Make it easy on daddy, huh?
All right, sir. I think you might have me confused with someone else. I don't owe you any money. I've never been to your dungeon. Sir, what's something you learned last week?
Another question. It's your money, kid. Last week I learned the ins and outs of your sloppy ass. Last week I learned that you're happiest slurping up your own milk out of your dank cavern using a silly straw. Last week I learned just how many bubbles I can blow into your dirty boy cup until you beg the milkman for mercy. Any more questions from the sperm factory?
Sir, what's something you can never seem to finish?
Puzzles.
All right. This is intense. Does anyone else have any questions they'd like to ask, sir?
Yeah. What was the last puzzle you tried to finish?
1,000 pieces. It was a sailboat in the regatta. The Pacific Cup. You race from Los Angeles to Hawaii. The ships were flying. Full mast.
All right.
Sir, what's your favorite food?
After I finish spilling my load into Max's bouncing white baby bottom,
Fuck yeah.
I turn it over and I like to slurp the white frothy foam right off the top.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
It's actually both of our favorite treats.
All right.
Yeah, you get to decide the pace. That sounds right.
Sir, what did you think of the movie?
I need you to stop right there, okay? Between this conversation and your sessions last week, we're reaching $4,000 flat. Maybe you just think I'm a hunk of dick made to grind your double chuck into ground meat, but that's my job. This is what I do. All right, so while you're enjoying the Queen Elizabeth package, I'm the one who's sweating my balls off because I'm pumping my hammer down your throat like it's a life support tube. So enough's enough. I might be just a toy to you, but I'm more than that. Sex workers are people too. You have till Wednesday to pay up, or I'll release those videos you begged me to make.
Well, I'll be in touch by Wednesday. What did everyone think of our first character, Sir?
Empowered. And made some good points about sex work and respecting them.
I agree. Also, it was kind of hot.
Well, we know you thought so, Max.
Yeah,
But you
clearly.
should pay him.
Yeah,
Okay,
I thought he was
clearly-
pretty hot too.
Clearly prices over. It was 3,500 at the beginning of that conversation and 4,000 by the end. That line of questioning was $500.
Okay, he knows his worth, first
Yeah.
of all.
It seemed like it did it for you, Max.
Yeah.
You just said that was hot.
Yeah, come on.
All right. Well, never has a review been more Josh to me. That was Josh. That was Josh. That was Josh. The next review could be, hi, my name is Josh Horst, and I wrote this, and this is my social security with proof, and I'd be like, that other one was Josh. Okay. That was Josh. But if you disagree, put it in the comments, everybody. And you're stupid if you guess differently. Now, our next reader is Avery. Please introduce your character and give us the title of your review.
My name is Marvin Barvin. I am 50 years old and I live in Camden, New Jersey. The title of my review is When I Dream, My Hands Are Clean.
All right, Marvin. Marvin, would you
Marvin.
please... Marvin.
Marvin. With an R. Marvin.
Oh, you want me to say it like I would say it. Marvin.
Marvin, yeah.
I apologize for...
You making fun of his
Whatever.
accent?
It's okay.
Marvin, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
It's hard growing up and realizing it's hard growing up and realizing your dreams are, well, dreams. I wanted to be a polisher, a diamond polisher. The big leagues, the big show. But I got a condition, smudgy, they call me. My hands, the too wet. I go in for the interview, crush it, and then lose the gig with a handshake. I mean, the look of horror on their faces when they grab my mitt never gets easier. Smudgy. So I polish the cases. I'm a case polisher. It's not so bad. I've come to like it, respect it. Those diamonds, boy, are they pretty. I got a pair of gloves, medical off the web for my condition. When I'm in the shop polishing the cases, I'll slip them on and touch the rocks. No one knows. A week ago, I landed an overnight job at one of them fancy joints. I finished my work, slipped on my gloves, reached in a case to get my fix, and these two little men ran out of a hole in the wall and hit my hands with tiny brooms.
Okay, Smudgy, I mean Marvin.
Come on, man.
Marvin.
It's not nice.
Marvin. I
It's not
apologize. It
nice.
was a slip of the tongue. I'm sorry. Marvin, I'm real curious about these little men. What actor would you choose to play you in your biopic?
Yeah. You're probably wondering, hey, if this guy can wear gloves and touch diamonds, why can't he polish the diamonds with the gloves on? Yeah?
I was wondering
Well,
that.
wise guy, it's still wet. It's just not as bad. Leonardo DiCaprio. So these two little men, they run out 6 inches, 6 inches tall, hollering, and they hit my hands with tiny brooms. I say, whoa, hey, and they back off. And we gets to talking. Turns out they're magical elves, and they polish the gems. I asked them if they could teach me, the polishing magic. They said no. So I stole them. I got them in a shoebox. Just it's right over there.
You stole the little men?
Yeah, they're in a shoebox right over there.
Okay. I'm assuming this is related to why you stole them. What skill would you most like to learn, Marvin?
Polishing diamonds.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Hands bit me. Hands and Blands, yeah. That's the names. I don't like my name. I don't feel like a Marvin. Hands and Blands. They got little German accents. They keep asking to go back. They say they're getting weaker and they need to be near their diamonds again soon. And I'm like, yeah, me too, pal. That's why I need. Teach me the magic, okay? You want to talk to him?
Do they like to talk?
I'll go. Oh, yeah. No, now's not a good time. I don't think. They were getting sleepier earlier, so and they just stopped yelling like a couple hours ago or something. Yeah. I live alone, so I lose track of time.
Okay.
Yeah. They're all tuckered out.
Oh, they're tuckered out. You think
Yeah. It's
they're
just not a good time.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions they'd like to ask Marvin?
Yeah, Marvin. Did you feed them at all when you brought them
Well,
home? And if so, what did you feed them?
Well, I brought him home and I tried to be nice. I tried to ask them what they like to do, what their hobbies were, but they just kept talking about the diamonds. And I want to learn diamonds. So, I offered him a beer. I got Miller Lite in my fridge. I offered him some pizza I ordered last week and they wouldn't eat it. They said that the food that I eat couldn't be processed by their tiny little magical bodies. So I said, well, what's can I do for you? And they said, well, there's nothing you can do except bring us back. But that felt like a cop out. That felt like they was just trying to get back to the diamonds to leave me alone. And I didn't want to be left alone. I wanted to learn to polish the diamonds. So I used to practice polishing diamonds on these plastic
All right.
gemstones.
Yeah,
They're like rhinestones. They're
Yeah,
not made of
yeah.
glass. I'm too sweaty for those.
Oh, it's
So I
okay.
polished
Yeah.
the plastic
Marvin.
ones, but they didn't like those.
Marvin, it's okay. Yeah, I'm assuming it seems like they weren't lying and needed some real diamonds.
They're just sleeping. We'll
Josh,
talk in the morning.
Josh, do you have a question for
Yeah,
Marvin?
yeah, I do have a question. Can you please continue your story?
Oh my
okay.
God. Hey, no one's ever asked me that before. Yeah, so I like to polish the rhinestones that are made of plastic, but they don't smudge as easily with my condition. So I gave them to the little elves, and they started touching them, and it left some marks on their skin, because I guess plastic's not good for them. They can't handle the modern inventions of our world. They have a whole world back there that doesn't have things like plastics. More of a utopia, you know?
Okay, Marvin, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to cut you short. Marvin,
Oh,
what
okay.
what did you think of the movie?
Yeah, pretty good. Those cases were pretty clean for the most part. Not to toot my own horn, but I know a thing or two about keeping a case clean. Okay, it's my job. I'm the case polisher, pal. But then they smashed it, the case. First the guy, and then the other guy at the end. That made me sick to my stomach. You just don't do that. I wanted to cry. Those cases. You don't do that. You just don't do that.
All right, Marvin. Marvin, thank you. I think you should maybe go check on the little guys. Maybe bring them back to the shop if there's still time. Thank you for your contribution. What did everyone think of our second character, Marvin?
This guy rocks.
Marvin fucking rocks, man.
I
has
know someone
You know
from
what?
Marvin.
He has a dream, and I respect the hell out of that.
To have a
Yeah, he
dream
made
in
a
this
mistake.
fucked up world.
He made a mistake. But I fuck with Marvin. He seemed like a stand-up dude overall. Made some bad choices. Honestly, I got pretty sad for Hans and Blondes or whatever their names were.
They're sleeping, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Jeffrey wrote that one. Yeah, no, just vibes there. But who knows? I might be wrong. And if the next one, yeah, never mind. Never mind. Okay, our last reader is Josh. Josh, would you please introduce your character and give us the title of your review?
Pardon me, one moment. Oh, fuck.
Oh my God. Uh, hey, what's up? Would you please introduce your character and give us the title of your review?
No, move on.
Oh, okay. Would you tell us a little bit about yourself?
No. That won't do. This is staid. It's stale. It's boring. My life is exciting. Let's mix it up. You tell me a bit about yourself. What's your name?
Max McCune. I'm the host of Gaslight Gameshow.
No. It's a character show. What's your character's name?
My character's name is Ferdinand the Bullfighter.
Oh, but that sounds quite like Max's voice. What's Ferdinand the Bullfighter's voice? How would he say it?
Max.
I am Ferdinand from Barcelona. I am Ferdinand the Bullfighter. Is that good? Is that enough?
Tell us about yourself, Ferdinand.
How about we move?
Bullfighter from Barcelona.
I I am a matador. I fight bulls in Spain, and when this is turning French. When I beat them, I must kill them. There we go. That was my character.
Oh,
Now,
what else? What else? More.
I was left by my family at a young age and raised by a group of bullfighters in the streets of Madrid. And then they brought me to Barcelona under the new name Ferdinand. My real name is Salvador. And I decided that I could make a name for myself in the ring as a matador. And now I found out that my parents were animal rights activists who fought against bullfighting, and my real identity is going to be revealed. So it is going to put my whole career in jeopardy.
More.
Can we move on? Can we move on? I would love to hear
more. Why is your career in jeopardy?
Because I come from a long line of people who fight for the bulls, but I killed the bulls, and now I feel guilt about it, and I don't know how to continue.
Why? Why is that?
Because I feel guilt. I'm racked inside all the time. I just feel horrible. Is there more?
All right, this is good. This is
good. Okay. What? This is the what?
Exciting. This is exciting.
What is your name? I'm supposed to be getting information from you.
Okay, move on.
Okay, why do you? Okay, I don't know what this is based on. I was told. Why do you feel so comfortable taking ownership over such racially charged words?
Go, go, it's you. It's a question for you. You're the character. Go. Why do you feel so comfortable taking ownership over such racially charged words?
I'm supposed to answer as Ferdinand. Why I feel
Yes, you have to accept it. Yes, and
I in in España, the words that you get mad at me for saying here do not mean the same thing. So in the ring, I say all these words that you say I should not say, but I say them, and then I get canceled here in the United States because you are weak. You are weak, unlike us matadors.
why are we weak? How are we weak?
Because you get upset when I say racist words.
And that upsets you, and that makes you angry.
I should be allowed to call anyone whatever I like.
Yes, 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 you should. Yes. That's right.
Okay. Okay. This is horrible. Okay. Unnamed guest. You started from the bottom. Now you're here.
You know the drill. Do it.
Started from the. Am I doing this as Ferdinand or as Ferdinand?
Ferdinand, you started from the bottom. Now you're here.
Now the whole gang's fucking here. Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Yes.
I don't remember the rest of it. I don't remember the rest of this Drake song. I started from the bottom, now I'm here, and I brought the whole gang with me, and now the whole team's fucking here. And yeah, what else can I do? What else can I do? Help me out. You're the director. I need help.
More about saying words you shouldn't say.
Are there words? Okay, I feel like there's words in this song I probably shouldn't be saying. Anybody else have any questions they would like to ask?
I'm the host now.
I'm not.
Am I?
Right. How does this work?
Me question. Go.
Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Ferdinand. How did you? So you went into bullfighting despite knowing your parents are actively trying to save the bulls. Do you hate your parents? Do you hate the bulls? Do you feel like they took love from you? Like, what's the deal with that? That feels malicious.
I did not know. I was my parents died when I was young, and I was taken in by bullfighters. So then when I later I did research on my family's history, I found out who my parents were, and that is when I found out about their advocacy for the bull, and my guilt started.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I know, it's a sad backstory. Also, my accent got a lot more consistent later. I don't know why it got better now. Anyone else have any questions they would like to ask either me or the director?
This question is actually for Ferdinand.
Okay, of course it is. I thought it might be.
Yeah, you said you started from the bottom and now you're here and the whole gang is here.
Yeah.
Could you expand upon who's in the gang and what are they like?
Yes, there's a Drake song. Unfortunately forgot the rest of the lyrics, but the premise is that he not only did he start at the bottom, but he brought up everyone with him. And it's interesting because when I was taken in as a bullfighter, they brought every orphan from my village, and we all became bullfighters, which is why it has been so hard to leave once I found out my family's history, because they are my whole support system, and I am the most successful of them, so I make the most money out of all of them, and it will put a lot of them in dire need if I do not continue to kill the bulls, but now I see them so differently.
Oh my God, this is a web.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Woof.
Okay. What did you think of the movie?
What did
Director.
you think of the movie? And it has to make sense. It has to tie your whole character together. No non sequiturs.
People do not know this because they are not in Spain, but we are so popular in Spain that we get to see popular movies before they come out. So I actually got to see Uncut Gems before it was released in theaters, and I got to meet Adam Sandler. And what what I had difficulty with, what's been haunting me is Howard Ratner. I feel very much like him because he is a man driven by a mission and he wants to prove himself, which is what I've tried to do since I was a child. But now my mission has shifted from killing bulls the best to maybe wanting to achieve my parents' legacy of saving the bulls. But I am so committed to my success and not wanting to burn the things around me that I've built forever that I feel like I'm going to self-destruct and one day in the middle of the ring let a bull kill me in a self-immolation that will appease my parents' legacy without me betraying my own.
Is that all you've got?
That's
Is that the best improv you've got?
I think that's it. I really think that's all I've got. I think Ferdinand has said everything he can say.
More!
I think I've always wanted to be a matador because at my core I wanted to die. I wanted to be killed. And I don't like that I was a good matador. I wanted the bull to kill me, but I just keep winning. I keep killing them. And if one day I just want to throw the sword and wave the flag and let it take me in front of everyone.
Yes, that's right. You belong to me now, you thing. You're nothing. The little puppy is going to keep dancing until I tell him to stop. Keep improving.
Oh.
Oh.
And the reality of the situation is I'm not even Spanish. I made up Ferdinand. I thought it was a Spanish name at the time. I've been in disguise the whole time. I was okay, this is bad improv. Oh my God. What's better?
Keep going.
I'm ending it here. What did
Don't
everyone
stop.
think?
Don't ever stop.
I think I really want to fuck the bulls. I think that's what it is. I think I'm a matador. I think the sword is a phallic object and it represents that my whole life, I actually should keep killing bulls because my parents loved bulls, but the only way I can really love a bull is to be inside it, but I have to kill it with my sword. Yes. I have to kill it with my sword to truly know it. So I think in my final blaze of glory, I will stab the bull while it impales me, and we will die in each other's blood and in each other's embrace.
Yes.
Finally becoming one.
Yes, and would you come?
Of course I would come. I come every time, but this would be the biggest come of all.
Oh, yes.
And also the bull will come. Bulls come every time they die. Every bull I've killed, I've nearly drowned. Okay, I think that we have to be done.
No, we can't stop. Bull cock.
You can't talk about bullcock. You must experience bullcock. It's too sublime to put into words.
Yes. Bull cum.
Bull blood and cum on it.
Bull penises. Yes, the real delicacy should be the cum.
That's the most delicious part.
Yes. Drinking it. Talk about drinking it.
I'm not going to talk about drinking it. I'm straight up not going to talk about drinking it. This is the weakest I've ever felt. This is the most weak and pliable I've ever felt as a person. And I feel like I've lost a lot of myself in the last 5 minutes. I quit improv for a reason. I would like my power back. I I want my agency and control back. And I want to have never played along. It's like when they put too much milk in a milkshake that you bought.
In the voice, please. In the
It's
voice.
it's like when you get a milkshake from somewhere, but the milk to ice cream ratio is off, so it got too liquidy and frothy.
Oh, and the taste. And what's the taste like?
It's meaty. It's strong. It's there's power in it. There's power. You feel stronger for hours after.
Yes, yes. And have you ever fucked a bull?
Only in my dreams. Never
In your
real.
dreams, what is it like? What does it feel like?
I I feel whole. I feel complete. It made me understand poetry for the first time. I did not understand it before.
Yes, yes, yes. Recite a poem about fucking a bull in your dream and coming.
The days are too long because I yearn for the night. The bull is so strong and it makes me feel right.
Well, when will you? I'll help you. Let's make a plan. Let's make a plan about fucking a bull.
Okay. Give me a timeline. When should I fuck the bull by?
Tonight. If you had to fuck a bull tonight.
Okay.
Think of it as a heist. All of us play a character. How do we all help you fuck the bull?
I need this to stop. I need this to be done. What did everyone think of our third character?
No. We need to cast the heist.
No, we're not casting the heist.
We need to cast the heist. How do we all break into the stable and get you to fuck the bull?
We're not fucking the bull. What did everyone think of our third character?
Very well. So you can dish it out, but you can't take it. Huh.
What does that even mean? That was the most horrific experience of my life, and I can't believe any of that's on camera.
I thought our friend maybe needed some help realizing that his dreams are not okay. Ferdinand is his name, I think, right?
Yeah.
We're reviewing Ferdinand?
You asked me to review the character.
That was a character.
I think it's fucked up what he does. I'm against bestiality and I'm against killing the bulls.
I think I maybe wished that Ferdinand was a little more succinct.
Okay, I hate you. If I lose this episode, it will have been my least favorite experience filming this show ever.
Does it help that it's almost 1 a.m? Does that help as we're filming? Does it help that we're just shy of 1 a.m?
I don't know who wrote that one. Who did that? Who did that to me? I'm gonna guess Avery, placeholder guess, while I recover. And then that means we have to do the fuck, marry, kill ranking for all 3 characters. What are we feeling? There's no kids this one, right?
No.
All right, Avery.
I would marry Marvin. I would fuck Sir. That's also like his job. And then I would kill Ferdinand.
I have the exact same. Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, I've got the exact same ranking as Avery.
I would marry Sir. Because he's raking it in. I'd fuck Marvin. And then I would kill Ferdinand.
I think I have the same one as Avery, but honestly, maybe I kind of want to be married to Sir. He seems more fun than Marvin. So maybe I'll do the same one as Josh.
Maybe he could help you pay off your debts to him.
Okay. None of this is real. I don't owe any debts to Sir, and I don't fuck bulls. And That's it. That's it. It's the only solace I can take. All right. Before we officially learn who wrote what, I have to blindly rate the writing and reading we've enjoyed. The scoring is this how you guys feel after you talk about like eating cum and fucking horses and shit and knowing it was recorded? Because it feels horrible to know that you just talked for 10 minutes on camera about bull cum.
Well, normally I feel better because I didn't always like write what I'm saying out loud, but that was kind of improv, so
It's just what I had at the top of my mind.
yeah.
Well, been there.
Hey.
All right. The scoring categories are, as always, 5 points for the funniest written review, which review made you laugh the most. 4 points for the best written review, which review was crafted most cohesively. 3 points for the best performance, which contestant really brought their character to life. 2 points for the best improvised response, which contestant gave the best improvised response, and 1 point for the best improvised question, which contestant asked the best improvised question. All right, best improvised question was Josh going, would you please continue your story to Marvin? As mad as it made me. Now, I'd like to give myself best improvised response, but I don't think you guys will be too pleased if I do. Best improvised response goes to Avery for her story about giving them the rhinestones. 3 points for the best performance, unfortunately, goes to Josh. For keeping it up. Just keeping it up. 4 points for the best written review. I think just because of the structure of it, I'm going to give that one to our last guy. Just, it forced it. Forced it there, turned it back on me. 5 points for the funniest written review. I'm going to give that to Marvin. So sorry, sir. All right, write down your scores. Now I have to guess who wrote each review. Contestants, ready your whiteboards to record your score. If I fail to guess can you tell that I sound sadder than usual? After that, I sound depleted. Yes. I've lost all the pep. I've lost all the verve. It's like a whipped dog. All right, if I fail to guess the correct writer, the contestant author gets a point. But if I do find them out, they lose a point. If I fail to guess any of the three, I lose. If there's a tie, the contestant with the higher scored point category wins. And if I, the host, fail to win or lose for 4 straight games, I automatically lose that game. But I have won twice in a row as of today, so I am safe. I'm going to start by guessing who wrote review number 1. Sir, I'm going to guess that's Josh. Then our buddy Marvin Barvin, I'm going to guess... that was Jeffrey. And then I'm going to guess that Avery did that thing to me. All right. So let's figure out where the rest of these points go. Who really wrote Sir?
I did.
No fucking way you did. Did I just
Yeah,
lose this episode too? Did I just lose this fucking episode too?
We don't know.
Well, I fucking lost this episode too. I'm
We
gonna.
don't know.
You wrote fucking. You wrote. I'm like slamming his ground chuck. I didn't even know anyone.
Yes, I did.
Who wrote? That means Josh wrote the last one. Who wrote Marvin?
I wrote Marvin.
No, Josh wrote Marvin because you guessed me for Marvin. Josh wrote Marvin. I wrote the last one.
So I got all of them wrong. So I lost this episode too.
Yeah! We worked so hard.
We had so many planning meetings. Oh my. Whoa.
We wrote our own, though. I want to be very clear. This is an accomplishment.
I literally guessed. I guessed that Jeffrey wrote the stream of consciousness one. I guessed that Josh wrote the sex one, and I guessed that Avery wrote the structural one, and you guys all did that on purpose. That was good. That was good. You fucking nailed it. All right. I didn't think you were smart. I didn't think you were smart enough. I really was like, they won't be able to do it. I didn't think Avery knew what ground chuck was. Fuck you guys. Everyone hold your whiteboards up with your score.
Oh. It doesn't matter to me.
5.
10, 5. All right, Josh fucking won. Okay.
Oh,
For each member of the game show, we've compiled tailor-made punishments.
So excited.
We'll review our list and find something truly awful for them to do. And since I lost, I'm going to put myself on mute so you all can take a minute to discuss what will be done with me.
Jeffrey, will you please read Max's punishment for this?
okay. Max has to go to a dive bar dressed as a Pinocchio or dressed as a Pinocchio or Tweedledum-esque character. Requirements of this include a silly little hat, big white collar with a big bow, suspenders, short shorts, and high white socks. He has to play a stranger in a game of pool, and every time Max gets a ball in the pocket, he has to say, "Try that one on for size."
Oh my god.
Max, how do you feel about your punishment?
It's just been, you guys are really good at taking things I love and turning them into just horrible memory. It's just horrible. I love this movie. Now I'm gonna think about fucking losing every time I watch this movie.
Max, I will say, well, we really wanted to win. I didn't think we would win, but it feels like you've, in trying to be kind, lost in a lot of ways tonight, and I don't think I intended it for it to be this low. I think that we wanted you to lose, but I think this is particularly low. So I do, while I'm happy that you have lost, I feel a little bad at the extent, because this is a brutal ep for Max.
We love you, Max.
Love you, guy.
How much of how far Josh went was Josh, and how much was instructed?
It was all Josh. It was.
I kept thinking it was gonna be over soon.
I feel horrible about that punishment. Horrible.
Love you.
Half of the punishment is getting a stranger to play me in pool while in that outfit.
You're charismatic. You'll be fine.
I'm gonna get beat up. Josh won. Josh, God, that's like fucking the cherry on top. Is Josh getting to pick the fucking movie? Josh, would you please tell us what the movie for next week is?
Medea Goes to Jail.
Dude! Dude.
Have any of us seen it?
No.
No.
No, I've never seen a Medea movie, and I really want to.
I have seen a Medea movie, but not.
I've never seen one.
All right. Well, feel free to watch along with us, audience, and we know you're fucking dying to. We know you were probably going to watch that movie anyway this week. Might as well get it out of the way.
Oh my.
Guys, this is
This next line was written for me, and it is true. Listen, everyone, it's past my bedtime, and I'm getting grumpy. Watch Gaslight Gameshow on YouTube. Listen to us on Spotify and support us on our other platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Patreon. We'll be coming out with a new episode every week, and we'd love to hear from all of you. Comment, reach out, be loud and annoying. We love that. If you comment something funny on any of our social media posts, we'll read it on the episode. If you want a kiss, come here. Hold me down. Tune in soon for more torture. Bye for now.
nice. I just say we did pull off a heist? We
did.
Oh my god. We 100% have to ask Samantha to cut some of that.
Oh no, that's got to be sliced. That's got to be spliced.
Oh,
so
it's so
long.
long.
It was
Wait,
so
wait.
long.
We need to have an uncut version for the Patreon.
That makes sense. The whole thing on Patreon. Let's chop it up a little bit for the show.